Ever stared blankly at a login screen, wondering if you've suddenly forgotten your own name, let alone your password? And not just any login screen, but the gateway to your entire business operations within NetSuite? Yeah, we've all been there. It's a moment of mild panic mixed with the urgent need to get back to work. Look, NetSuite is powerful. It's the central hub for so many businesses, managing everything from financials to inventory to customer relationships. But that power is useless if you can't even get inside, right? You're not alone if you've occasionally stumbled on the login process. Whether you're a new user, someone who rarely logs in, or just someone who wants a quick refresher, this video is for you. We're not just going to run through the steps like a robot. We're going to break down the common pitfalls, troubleshoot potential issues, and give you the confidence to log into NetSuite like a pro every single time. Because let's be honest, those precious minutes you save not struggling with a login can be spent on, well, actually running your business. Think of it like this. NetSuite is your digital office. You wouldn't stand outside your physical office door fumbling with the keys, would you? You'd want to walk in smoothly and get to work. So, let's treat your NetSuite login with the same respect. Now, before we dive into the actual login process, let's address a fundamental question. Why might you be having trouble in the first place? Sometimes it's not about the login steps themselves. It's about the context surrounding them. First, are you sure you have the correct NetSuite URL? This might seem obvious, but it's a common mistake. NetSuite URLs can vary depending on your account and region. Maybe you've bookmarked an old link or are trying to access a test environment instead of your live account. Double-check your company's official documentation or reach out to your NetSuite administrator to confirm the correct URL. Second, consider your browser. Are you using a compatible browser? While NetSuite generally works well with modern browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Edge, older versions or less common browsers might cause issues. Ensure your browser is up to date. Clearing your browser's cache and cookies can also resolve some login problems. Think of it as clearing the cobwebs from your digital doorway. Third, and perhaps most importantly, let's talk about your credentials. Your username and password are your keys to the kingdom. If you're entering them incorrectly, you're not getting in. Simple as that. But it's not always as simple as a typo. Passwords can be case-sensitive, and usernames might have specific formats. It's easy to get them mixed up, especially if you manage multiple accounts. Okay, now that we've covered the common culprits, let's walk through the actual login process step by step. First, open your web browser and enter the correct NetSuite URL in the address bar. Press Enter. You'll be presented with the NetSuite login page. Here, you'll see two primary fields, email or username, and password. In the email or username field, enter your registered NetSuite username or email address. Remember, this is case-sensitive, so pay close attention to capitalization. In the password field, enter your password. Again, double-check the capitalization and ensure you're not accidentally typing extra characters. Now, before you click Login, take a moment to consider a few other options you might see on the login page. You might see a checkbox labeled, Remember Me. If you're on a secure personal device, checking this box can save you time by automatically logging you in on subsequent visits. However, avoid using this option on shared or public computers. You might also see a link labeled, Forgot Password or Reset Password. If you've forgotten your password, this is your lifeline. Clicking this link will typically prompt you to enter your username or email address, and NetSuite will send you a password reset link to your registered email address. If you have two-factor authentication, 2FA, enabled, which is highly recommended for enhanced security, you'll be prompted to enter a verification code after entering your username and password. This code can be generated by an authenticator app on your smartphone or sent via SMS. Okay, let's assume you've entered your credentials correctly and, if applicable, your 2FA code. Now click the Login button. If everything goes smoothly, you'll be redirected to your NetSuite dashboard. You're in. But what if you encounter an error message? Don't panic. Let's troubleshoot some common error messages. Invalid login credentials. This is the most common error message, indicating that your username or password is incorrect. Double-check your credentials and try again. If you're still having trouble, use the Forgot Password option to reset your password. Account locked. If you've entered incorrect credentials multiple times, NetSuite might lock your account as a security measure. Contact your NetSuite administrator to unlock your account. Browser not supported. If you see this message, try using a different browser or updating your current browser to the latest version. Network error. If you encounter a network error, check your internet connection and try again. Two-factor authentication code invalid. This indicates the code entered is incorrect. Double-check the code and ensure it hasn't expired. Now, let's address some advanced scenarios. If your company uses single sign-on, SSO, the login process might be slightly different. SSO allows you to use one set of credentials to access multiple applications, including NetSuite. In this case, you might be redirected to your company's SSO login page instead of the standard NetSuite login page. Follow the instructions on your company's SSO login page to access NetSuite. If you're accessing NetSuite through a mobile app, the login process will be similar to the web browser version. However, you might need to configure the app with your NetSuite account details before logging in. And finally, if you are an administrator and dealing with user issues, remember that the login audit trail within NetSuite can be your best friend. This allows you to track login attempts, failures, and successes, giving you valuable insights into any login-related problems. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.